Welcome to Hawaii Business Spotlight. I'm Antonio Vega, and today we are joined by the president and founder of Hale Hau'oli Hawai'i, Kathy Wyatt. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming on the show. So I wanted to help get the word out about some workshops that you have coming up related to dementia and caregiving, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so these are going to be throughout July and August, and I do want to get into this a little bit further, but just right now on screen, people can see it's five different workshops, correct? And
Right.
July and August, so right there on screen, and people can register. They are completely online, so people can watch from the comfort of their own home, something that I've been doing a lot. I found that you can use like Bluetooth and you can be doing something else too at the same time. So it's pretty convenient. So,
Yes.
but I wanted to get into what Hale Hau'oli Hawai'i is. I know it's adult daycare, but what exactly is that? Because we hear adult daycare, and some people might have some misconceptions. So I wanted to have an expert like yourself on that teach us a little bit.
Thank you. Adult daycare is a safe place for kapuna to come to during the day while their caregivers work. Because a lot of them, most of my clients have dementia at some level.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not really safe to leave at home by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they come here for socialization and exercise and just lots of fun,
Mm-hmm.
and meet new friends every day.
Mm.
And then they go home in the evenings to their families.
Oh, okay. So what kind of activities do you offer?
Well, we do a lot of chair exercises.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of singing, and we do a lot of arts and crafts. We do mental stimulation games, like sort of on the lines of Trivial Pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing some of the answers that they come up with. I don't know the answers.
Yeah.
Disconcerting, but it's very active. We try to keep them stimulated all day long, because it's been proven that people that stay socialized and active, it postpones the deterioration from the dementia.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's really good. And during the COVID, half of my clients have stayed home with their families because they were out of work. And I've been getting a lot of phone calls from the families telling me that there's been a huge decline in their mom or dad because they aren't getting that stimulation that they were getting on a daily basis here.
Yeah, like I think many people during the pandemic, they've perhaps fallen into, because there isn't much to do a lot of times, right? And you just kind of watch TV and all that. But especially if you're at an senior age range, I mean that is particularly easy to do and not particularly good for the mental faculties, I guess, right?
Right. They don't need to be sitting in front of the TV all day.
Yeah. So they get to interact with other people and have games and I guess compete a little bit.
Yes. And they love to compete. It's great, especially on bingo day.
So you also have excursions, right? When possible. I know right now maybe you can't, but yeah.
We were doing a monthly excursion somewhere on the island, like go to Haleiwa for shave eyes. So we just do a holo holo out to the East Coast, and we've been on the train ride out in Kapolei. But yeah, this year we're not doing, well, we were doing them up until February, but now we're not going to be able to do them for a while.
Right. So, I mean, during the pandemic, you still have been operating?
Yes, we have.
Oh, okay.
We've been inspected 3 times by the Department of Health because people walk by our door and see all of these seniors in our space and get nervous and report us to the DOH. And that's okay. I appreciate them being concerned about our component, but we are keeping social distance. We check temperatures before they walk in the door. We do a lot of sanitizing and hand washing frequently during the day. So we've had nobody get sick. None of our staff has been sick. So it's been really successful.
Yeah. No, I think it's particularly, I mean, of course, we all have to be careful, but to be able to have that resource right now for people, there are still people working, or even at home, you can still have that possibility of having your, father, your mother, your grandfather, still interacting with other people in that way.
Right.
Yeah. So, when did Hale Hau'oli Hawai'i get started? When did you found it?
I founded the original Hale Hau'oli Adult Daycare Center back in 2015, actually 5 years ago, exactly on Monday. But I established the nonprofit organization Hale Hau'oli Hawai'i June 1 of 2017.
Okay.
And the reason I did that was I was able to do more for the community with grant money, and you can't get grant money as a for-profit. So I closed the for-profit and went to nonprofit.
Interesting.
And I've been so blessed with grant money to be able to do caregiver support groups and education around the island.
Okay, so then,
but the base is adult daycare. Yeah.
Right. So, but making the switch to nonprofit allowed you to offer more opportunities for education and support to caregivers, especially, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we've communicated many times over the past couple of years because of these workshops that you offer. But what are they, and what kind of topics do you cover?
Okay, well, a little background on the workshops. For the first couple of years, the grant money allowed me to have, they were 4-hour workshops in a big venue like Kroc Center or Honolulu Country Club, where a lot of people could come. And they're all based, it's called Dementia in the Family, Care Options and Resources. I had 4 speakers. Dr. Balaz always speaks on dementia basics, and it's all about you, the caregiver. And then Rick Tabor is I think he's a licensed social worker, and he talks about caring for the caregiver, mindfulness. Gary Powell is the president of the Caregiver Foundation, which is a huge thing on this island, and he talks about making decisions for those who can no longer make decisions for themselves.
Right.
And then Rulon Adamschick, elder law attorneys, have a really good presentation on planning for the next chapter, incapacity and dementia. So it's a huge, it's a lot of information. Plus I had exhibitors at the in-person workshops, about 20 exhibitors that had all sorts of resource materials for caregivers. Unfortunately, because of the situation we're in now, everybody's going virtual. So my 4-hour workshop is now going to be in 5 segments on Saturday morning for 5 Saturdays. And it's from 9 to 10 in the morning. But each speaker that I just mentioned will be doing the 1-hour presentation on a Saturday. Like the first 2 Saturdays is Dr. Balaz. The first one's on dementia basics, And the second one's all about you, the caregiver. And then the third week would be Rick Tabor, and the fourth week, Gary Powell, and the fifth week, Rulon Adamschick. So it's the same workshop, just spread out so you can do it comfortably at home. And at the end of the workshop, after if everybody registers, and you have to register, and you have to have an email to be on to get on the webinar, I will mail out all of the PowerPoints from all the speakers, and I'll mail out resource materials from all the exhibitors.
Oh, that's really nice.
It'll be like being in person at the end, because you'll have all the stuff you would have gotten in person.
Gotcha. And so is there like a question answer time as well?
Yes, each speaker will have allotted time for questions and answers at the end of their presentation.
Oh, okay. No, that's wonderful. So it's going to be, as I mentioned earlier, spread out between July and August, right? And that's Saturdays, I believe, at 9 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So again, on screen, people can see it now, all the specific details. But if they want to register, how do they do that?
Well, they can go to my website at www.halehau'olihawaii.org, and under events, and there's a registration form there, or they can call my office at 798-8706 and register on the phone. The website right now until Monday is down.
Oh, okay.
After Monday, it's going to be up and running, and they just have to fill out the application, and it comes straight to me.
Got it. Okay. And I will, of course, include those links and all that in the information too for this video. But, I know you've done the in-person one, like, 3 or 4 times maybe by now, right?
No, more than that. It's been 3 years worth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, do it a year, yeah. This year I was supposed to have 4. So I had one in January, and then the other 3 have been canceled this year because of the pandemic. Yeah.
So what has the reaction been to, the information and the speakers from the people that have gone?
Nothing but positive.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
a lot of gratefulness that we've offered them all this information, because a lot of people come to these seminars that are at their wits' end because they
Mhm.
don't know how to deal with the dementia.
Mhm.
And the speakers and the resource tables and being able to talk to other people that have this going on in their lives has been very beneficial to them. So I get calls afterwards saying how grateful they were that we had it, and um, they some people have come to several of the different workshops, and it's a lot of the same information,
Mhm.
but they hear new stuff every time they come. It's
Mm.
really exciting.
Yeah, I think it people in that sort of situation, it's very easy to think that you're on your own, right? You're isolated, that you're don't have any person to, reach out to for help. But I guess people go to these workshops and they end up meeting a lot of people in a similar situation, right?
Right, right. And
Yeah.
I also offer a caregiver support group at my facility in
Mhm.
Aiea, but there are other caregiver support groups around the island as well. So
Mm.
if they needed help finding a caregiver support group, I'd be glad to help them. If it's not at Aiea, anywhere on the island that I can find one for them, I will.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So where exactly in Aiea is Hale Hau'oli Hawai'i located?
We're on Kaahumanu, it's hard, Kaahumanu
It's okay.
Street, in the Mary Southfield Medical Plaza. And that's
Gotcha.
right across the street from Cattle Company Restaurant, because everybody knows where that is. So,
Okay.
but the exciting thing is I'm opening up a second location
Oh,
about a half a mile from here at
oh.
the St. Timothy's Episcopal Church. Well,
Mhm.
we're still in negotiations for that because Kuakini had a place there and they closed.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
all of their folks are looking for places to come. So they're coming to me, and I'm
Mm,
getting full.
mhm.
So I'm reopening that location after some renovations, and we'll have space for more people. Because
Mm.
the need in this area is amazing. I mean, there's so many people that need help and care for their loved ones during the day. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you hear about it a lot, but the average age range of the population as a whole in a lot of places in the world, but in Hawaii as well, is
going
steadily
up.
rising. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do want to say one more thing about the
Mhm.
workshops. I had applied for a grant that I would have heard about in October this year
Mhm.
to be able to go to neighbor islands to do this workshop.
Oh, uh-huh.
And the positive thing, if you can find a positive thing in this whole
Sure.
pandemic situation, is because I'm going virtual, I can
Yes.
now reach the neighbor islands at the same time without going over there,
Mhm.
but without having to find a venue. They can watch the show anytime they want to, and it will be recorded and replayed on either YouTube or
Oh,
Facebook. Yeah. So I'm
yeah.
going to
No,
reach
that
everybody that needs it. I've been
that.
asked to come to the neighbor. I keep saying the neighbor islands to do
Yeah.
these workshops, and haven't been able to until now. So I'm
Mhm.
excited about that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that is absolutely a wonderful thing. That, as I mentioned before, I've participated in some online workshops and stuff, and some in Japan and all that, and you get to see things normally you wouldn't, and it's it's a nice option to have. You can watch it anytime too.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's great. That's great. So right now, I guess, is Hale Hau'oli Hawaii full, given the restrictions on the amount of people that you can have due to the pandemic?
Yes.
Okay.
I notified all of our regular customers that hadn't been here for the past couple of months that we were filling up rapidly because 2 places close to us closed,
Right.
and to let us know they're coming back if they can, so I can save them a place. But we're full,
Yeah.
and but I still want to have more space for people that need us. So we're
Sure.
working
Sure.
hard on getting that started.
Gotcha. Do you have a rough time frame for when the new location will be running?
3 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was a
A
lot
lot,
sooner than.
a lot of hard work and a lot of sweat and toil and all whatever that saying is, but
Yeah.
we plan on getting it ready in 3 weeks to get over there. Yeah.
Well, that's perfect. I mean, we're definitely still going to need that extra space in 3 weeks. So that is absolutely perfect. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So again, halehaolihawaii.org, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. And of course, all the links and the phone number to Kathy and all that information will be in the description as well below. Thank you so much, Kathy. It was nice to see you and talk to you outside of email.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Take care.